Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to discuss the topic markets. Coimbatore University introduced the syllabus to the first year BA students, particularly those who are studying in second semester, that is economics of markets. In economics of markets, in a direct class, we spoke about the many issues regarding to the markets. How economics is totally interlinked with the markets, we discussed in the direct class. But as of now, we are in home. Stay safe and then stay home. The Department of Collegiate Education is taken up one wonderful concept, teaching online, which is the syllabus is remains. So let me discuss the first topic, that is market, and then what are the different markets are there in the country. That is very important. Let me discuss one by one before I am going to say the features and then characteristics of different types of markets. So, dear students, let me say that what is market is all about. There are different types of markets we may saw. Nowadays, the online markets are very much working smoothly and then thoroughly. That is a very good development in the recent days. But while we are discussing in the inception periods of the markets, the age-old markets, what actually we went there and then purchasing commodities, that is very important. That is nothing but a traditional market, what we are calling. And then before we are going to compare this traditional markets and then online markets, or you may call it as net marketing, let me say the meaning and then definition of markets is very much important. And then what is market? Market is a place where seller and then buyers are exchange their commodities. That is very important. Buyers are going to get purchase their commodities, what actually their requirements, and then sellers are going to sell their commodities in a limited place. That is very important. But if this is market, what we are calling or what we define the net marketing or online marketing, that is very important, because we didn't find any such types of place in online marketing is considered. Online market is one where that if you are going to wherever it may be, okay, if you want to purchase some sort of the Rolex watch from London or England, you may purchase from wherever in the world, okay. You may sit in village, or you may sit in town, or you may in India, or you may in Thailand. You call to London Rolex company, and then you must order, and then you must give invoice, and then through net payment, okay, the online market is going to happen. The definition of market is entirely different, and then it changes the frequent concept, okay, day by day. That is very important. In the traditional types of markets, okay, the sellers are go to the particular place, okay, and then they sell it out their commodities, okay, to the buyers, and then buyers also go to the market, and then quite obviously they are going to purchase their commodities with their requirements. That is very important. But while we are going to further put our steps, what are the different types of markets are there in our country, okay, not only in our country, okay, in the world, mainly we focused on four markets. Number one is perfect competition markets, and then number two is monopolistic competition, number three is monopoly, number four is oligopoly. Dear students, these four types of markets are having their own features. These four types of markets are having their own contamination. These four types of markets are having their own vulnerability in the requisites period. When we are going to consider the perfect competition, the feature is different. Say for example, in perfect competition, number one feature is, okay, we may couldn't able to find in monopoly. That is very, very important. Okay, in perfect competition, large number of sellers and then buyers are there. Number two is, okay, perfect knowledge about commodity is there in perfect competition. And the number three is, okay, the free entry and then exit is there. What type of the vulnerable issues are binding in features of perfect competition? We know it, those who are experienced out of perfect competition. Particularly, all the sellers are having their own concept features, okay, particularly in perfect competition. And then many industrialists are having their own capacity to understand the perfect competition. But in India, okay, in many cases, okay, there are more number of perfect competition are established, because buyer also wants to know that the what type of commodities the sellers brought to the market is there. They must aware of, they must have some sort of knowledge about the commodities is very, very important. In the most of the cases, producer always thought or always think in the future for their betterment of the selling of their commodity, that in perfect competition, one of the feature is there is some sort of free entry and then free exit is there. That what actually producer needs. Free entry exit is very much important for any industrialist or any producer or any capitalist you may consider. More number of sellers and then more number of buyers, if you could have been there, okay, it could be more helpful to both sellers and then buyers, because buyers are having more options to purchase the commodities, and then having their perfect knowledge, and then having some sort of what you call a free entry and then exit. And then these types of features we couldn't find in monopoly. That is very, very important. Monopoly is one, okay, where a monotonous is established by only one person. That is very, very important. From the producer side, not from the consumption side, okay. From the producer side, okay, say for example, I will give one best example, okay. For over a period of time, would you believe it or not, Johnson & Johnson company, which going to, that company is producing baby soft oil, baby soft powder, baby soft, what do you call, liquids, or what do you call, some sort of shampoos. That Johnson & Johnson company, up to some time, okay, to some extent, it's having its own monotonous in the market. That we are going to call a monopoly in those days. Nowadays, okay, many companies are going to compete to the Johnson & Johnson. Okay, now there is nowhere the monotonous is there for Johnson & Johnson. That is one example I want to give. Or you may take, for example, in household commodities or consumable items, that is McDonald company is there. McDonald company is also having its own monotonous, okay, over a period of time, okay. And then nowadays, not that much of changes, drastical changes has happened, okay. Still there is some sort of monopoly is there in McDonald, okay, as far as their meals is concerned. while we are discussing about the monopolistic competition, it is nothing but, okay, it is the what do you call, it is on contrast of perfect competition. That is very, very important. It is nothing but the reverse of perfect competition. Okay, what actually is there in perfect competition, it is not actually there in monopolistic competition. That we must realize the fact. But while we're discussing about the oligopoly, okay, oligopoly is one, okay, where oligopoly market meets all the features of perfect competition, but only one concept is excluded by perfect competition. That is, in oligopoly, there is a advertisement is there. While a producer wants to sell his commodity, okay, he is going to follow all the features what actually in perfect competition is there. But furthermore, producer or capitalist, those who are going to produce commodities, those who wants to sell it out their commodities in the markets, okay, what actually they will do, that they will make advertisement. This feature, the advertisement will comes in oligopoly only, not in perfect competition, not in monopolistic competition, not in monopoly. Okay, these three types of markets, okay, the features that the concept of what you call the advertisement may not be appear in these three types of markets. It will only appear in oligopoly. Okay, so that is what I want to say. Dear students, this is a simple version of to analyze or give lecture on markets. There are many issues are there. How price and then output is going to be determined under perfect competition, and then imperfect competition, and then monopoly, and then what you call oligopoly. These things we will discuss in the next class. Thank you very much.